with simplysimplestamping.com. Hey, I'm so glad you could join me for a flashcard. Today's flashcard turned out really, really pretty, but it was so easy and so fast to do. We did a little dry embossing here. We even did a little heat embossing, which I haven't done in a while, so that was kind of fun to do. A new little technique with it as well. Guys, this card is bright, it is fun, it is cheery. Let me show you how easy it is to create. For our flashcard today, we're going to be starting with a card base that is Flirty Flamingo. I have that cut at 11 inches by 4 1/4 inches, scored at 5 1/2 inches. So that's going to fit great into a medium-sized envelope. And then my flashcard pieces today are Peekaboo Peach and Whisper White. All right, let's go ahead and start with our flashcard pieces. We need to do a little bit of cutting. I need both of these cut down to 3 1/4 inches. There we go. So we just cut those off, guys. This is scrap. We can throw that away. We're now going to come in and do some embossing on that Whisper White. I absolutely love the Petal Burst embossing folder. It embosses nice and deep. I love it. We're going to go run that through the Big Shot so that we get a nice piece of embossed cardstock. And when it's done, it's going to look like that. What I love about this embossing folder is whether you deboss or emboss, it's a gorgeous piece of cardstock. Let's set that off to the side because we're going to go ahead and do our stamping. The two stamp sets I'm going to use today are Playful Backgrounds and Layering Love. Let me tell you, I just got Playful Backgrounds and I'm so glad I did. It's so great to just kind of give a splash of color to a plain little piece of cardstock and then add some great sentiments on top, which I'm going to use Layering Love. I love the live, laugh, love sentiment in this one, but it really is a fabulous set that enjoy the little things. I've used it a lot too. So let me show you how we're going to do this. We're going to be using the Peekaboo Peach ink. I thought this wonderful little splash of, just brush strokes, really. We're going to stamp it once here, and then I'm just going to rotate it and I'm going to stamp it again, what we call second generation, so I get a little bit lighter look here. Now I'm going to come in with my Live, Laugh, Love, but I decided I wanted it to really pop, so I'm going to do it in white, and I'm going to emboss it. But I do have to rub the cardstock with the embossing buddy. I don't want any of my white embossing powder to stick to any of this, so we're just going to give that a nice little back rub. I'm going to come in with a Versamark ink pad because this is my sticky ink pad. Let's ink up our Live, Laugh, Love. And I'm going to stamp it down here in the right-hand corner. Let's come in with some white embossing powder and we'll sprinkle that on. Awesome. Do you see how my embossing powder didn't stick to any of that because I used the embossing buddy? So I just got the white powder right where I need it. I'm now going to come in with the heat tool. Let's heat set that. Perfect. Love how that came out. Now we're going to do a little more. I feel like an infomercial, but wait, there's more. We're going to give this a nice little highlight. And we're going to do that with a sponge dauber, and I'm going to come back in with that Peekaboo Peach. Now, I've inked it up pretty good, but it's going to come out really strong. I'm going to dab it off a few times first, just to kind of get the strong part of the ink off. I'm lightly, can you see, very, very lightly sponging this ink on. The more I sponge, and as some of that ink comes off, I can press a little harder. But we do want this to have a nice soft look, so I don't want to go too crazy there. But can you see the little highlight that it's kind of giving my words? Looks really nice and kind of polishes it off. I'm going to come in with a little bit more. Again, dab off and just come down here with just a little bit more sponging. Again, take your time. Don't over ink it. But you can always add more. There we go. Now we do want to come in and buff this just a little bit because that ink is probably laying right on top of that embossed area. So let's get that off of there. Very simple to do. Now we're ready to put our card together. Scotch tape is going to be a good friend of ours in this project here. What I want to do now, well, I want to put my card right side up. What I want to do is I'm going to lay these on upside down. So making sure those are set correctly. And I'm just going to kind of line it up on my cardstock, from side to side. Basically what I want to do is I'm going to just adhere these together with Scotch tape on the back, making sure everything is lined up the way I want. Okay, that looks great there. Let's come in with some Scotch tape. And that's just going to hold that in place so that when we flip it around, I can see it's all going to center up nicely on my card. But this, no, that's not going to do. Let's come in with some of the Flirty Flamingo ribbon. I love this stuff. I'm just going to cut off, oh, there's probably about 6 inches of it here. Let's cover up this seam. And again, let's just use that Scotch tape since we've got it out anyway. We're going to lay that right there. Let's flip it over. We're going to tape these ends down. Now, before I adhere this down, you can go ahead and lay it down flat. I thought Stampin' Dimensionals would be fabulous on this. All right, we'll peel off those backings. Now let's add this to the front of our card. Oh, don't you love the dimension on that? Now, you can leave it like this, but I wanted to add just a little bit more here. I've got, oh, probably about 4 inches, another little 4-inch piece of ribbon. I'm just going to tighten a knot here. Again, I just wanted to give it, oh, just, I don't know, I just wanted to polish it off with just another little piece of ribbon there. We can trim that down, and there we go. It is. It's an easy peasy double cheesy card. And did you notice how fast that really went together? It was really fun just to do some embossing on that white cardstock versus always using it for the stamped image and, you know, the sentiment. So it was really fun to use it that way. But I really love that shadow technique. Oh, that with dry embossing. So, so pretty. I hope you're going to give this card a try because it is awfully, awfully pretty to create. Now, if you'd like to find out what I use to create the card, you can just head over to simplysimplestamping.com. Look for the August 25th, 2016 blog post. You're going to see where I have pictures, actually pictures of the card, and then I'll have pictures of all the supplies that I used. And if there's something on that list you need, just click a pic and you'll be right to my online store and we'll help you get it ordered. So be sure to check that out. And if you like the idea of flashcards, but you don't want to do any of the cutting, you want to get to the fun part, the crafty part, you can also get flashcards to go. This is where I have everything cut and scored. You've got your flashcard pieces and flashcard 2.0 pieces, envelopes, basically everything you need for 40 cards. You just get to do the fun part. You get to create, you get to make them awesome. That's your job. I'll do the hard part. I'll do the icky part. I'll do all the cutting for you. So check that out at simplysimplestamping.com as well. There's a pink menu bar at the top. It says flashcards to go. Thank you again so much for being a part of the video today. Thank you for being a subscriber of my YouTube channel. I sure appreciate it. Guys, have a fabulous day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.